Hi there, today's Sunday. So we went to church this morning, and Haley seemed fun this morning before we left, and in the few minutes that we were there before service started. But then, just a couple of minutes into service, she started feeling sick and ran to the restroom and threw up. Came back and sat down and was fine for another few minutes or so, but then had to go again. So Buddy brought her home in between services, and so while I was teaching my Sunday school class and Buddy was subbing for a different class, she was here convalescing, apparently playing video games. At least that's what she was doing when we got home, about an hour and a half after he brought her home. And so she was feeling better, and we went and had some lunch, and it must have just been one of those things, I guess. Every once in a while she'll, it's been a while since she's done it, but every once in a while she'll feel sick in the morning, and throw up once or twice, and then be fine for the rest of the day. So I guess today was one of those days. It's just never happened on a Sunday before. Let's see. So yeah, we went and had lunch, and went to Target for a few things. And she skipped exchange tonight too, but that was fine. I've been knitting more slippers, and I'm always like messing with them. I've been knitting more slippers this afternoon, and so I finished this pair. There's the bottoms, and there's the tops, and there's the sides. And so they're gonna go in the reunion auction, like I mentioned. And then I started this blue. I've got lots of blue yarn, more blue yarn than I realized. I don't know what I was doing with so much blue, but got lots of leftover blue. A whole skein of this, and so there. This is I'm gonna make these a little bit bigger for men, man-sized ones, and also gonna go in the reunion auction. It's kind of a dusty blue. I don't know how well you can tell that. Anyway, and then I've got a couple of light blue skeins here. This one and that one. So I'll make those into slippers too. I don't know if I'll make them man-sized ones or the smaller size ones or not. Which one I'll do. And look who's here. And Nellie is asleep with her ear over her eye on the couch. So I guess that's about it. Nate was, sometimes he was being pretty good, like really good, and sometimes not so much. So today was kind of a good and bad day for him. Sometimes he would listen and do what he was supposed to do, and then sometimes he would start rebelling, and I don't know, maybe he's getting it. I don't know. So tomorrow is Monday, and so we'll be doing school, of course. Hopefully, Buddy will do the dissections with Haley. She's only got 2 lessons left in biology, and so she took her tests over, let's see, what was it? Crustaceans and vertebrates, I guess. I think the perch and the frog were both in the same chapter, she said. Anyway, so she took all those tests without having done the dissections, even though we have a crawfish, a perch, and a frog. So, hopefully those dissections will be done, and I won't have bought the dissection kit and the preserved animals for nothing. They're on the whiteboard for Buddy to see that he needs to do them, but he hasn't done them yet. Let's see, my angel. There's this angel here that sits on a shelf, or a windowsill. And it's been sitting on our dresser, our bedroom dresser, for years, probably. Because at one point, someone dropped it and the heart that's resting on the knee fell off. And in fact, it's not quite in the right spot either, because it should be resting on the foot. But anyway, so the heart fell off, and so it's been in our bedroom waiting to get fixed for years. And so today I was walking past the dresser and I bumped it with my arm as I walked past, and it fell off, which it's fallen off a couple of times before. Usually I just kind of knock it and I don't fully knock it off of the dresser. This time it fell off of the dresser and the foot broke. The foot that's sticking down, not the one that the heart is on, but the one that's actually under the bottom foot is what I'm trying to say, broke off. So, Buddy had just bought some crazy glue while we were at Target today for something else. I don't know what else he was planning on gluing, but anyway, thankfully he had bought it, because now he fixed it for me. So now it doesn't have to be on the bedroom dresser anymore where I'm going to walk by and knock it off again. We can put it on the bookshelf where nobody ever walks by. So, yeah, it's also got a music box. I'm not sure where the music box is anymore. Little music, not music box, but anyway. So, if we can find that, then we can completely put it back together. If not, I don't care that it doesn't really have the music box in it anyway. I just like to look at it, really. That's the reason I got it, was because it was cute. Let's see. Oh, we did laundry today. Some of the laundry is still hanging around in piles, but it's at least separated by person, and it's clean. I still need to look at school stuff tomorrow to see what we're doing for the week exactly. But did I mention? I don't think I did. That Hayley, I may have mentioned it. I did. That Hayley got an 87 on both her math and science tests this week. She'll finish both math and science at the same time. Right exactly the week that I want her to finish, the first week of June. Because then, the next week, she goes off to boot camp. Speaking of which, we didn't give them the money for boot camp today. We're gonna have to remember to do that next week. Let's see. I think that's probably all I've got for today. We got Nate some new undies at Target. I was looking for him some boxers because I know he's been wanting boxers. So we got him some, but we weren't sure what size to get him because he just turned 7 years old. And he's pretty skinny. But the sizes were 6'7" or 8'9". And I thought we should probably get him 6'7", but I wasn't sure, and I think we ended up getting him 8'9". We got him a medium, whatever that was, instead of a small. And they're too big. The boxers are. Thankfully, we also got him some briefs with Skylanders on them. So, and they fit. So Nate has new undies, and undies to grow into. I don't know, maybe we'll go back and get him some small ones at some point too. Some small boxers, I mean. Oh, the pool opened, the one next door, right outside this window, on the other side of the fence that's right outside that window. Yeah, the pool opened this weekend. They were open yesterday, and I could hear people at the pool, and I didn't realize that it was going to be open yet. And I was like, what is all that racket? I thought it was Nathan being loud in his room. but realize open for the rest of the summer. So until Labor Day, yeah. And so I'm expecting lots of can we go swimming? Can we go swimming? So I guess we'll have to do that at some point too. Buddy will be home tomorrow, and hopefully we'll get the kitchen cleaned. I'm trying to do Fly Lady, and the zone for this coming week is the kitchen. So, and Buddy's going to be home every day until Thursday. He has to go back to work on Thursday, so he'll be gone Thursday and Friday. So with him around, maybe we can actually get the kitchen clean. Maybe. Anyway, I'm tired and I'm going to go to bed. The DVR acted like it was recording Amazing Race tonight, but then once it was over, it was not recorded. So we're gonna have to watch that online. And it did the same thing with The Medalist, so we'll have to watch that online. Anyway, we've rebooted it, and it's currently recording Mr. Selfridge, so I think it's fixed now that it's been rebooted. And I won't lose that one too. Anyway, I'm gonna go, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye!